Hey everybody, and welcome to the channel here at Talk Daily. Hopefully having a great day wherever you are in the world. Today we're going to be talking about an article that comes to us again from Motor Trend. I think they're really amazing. Motor Trend, I use Car and Driver, all these magazines we have here in North America, they're fantastic. They always keep up to date and always have great articles. Anyways, this is one of those articles written by Elisa Priddle, and I'll have a link to this article in the description below. Maserati going full electric with the vengeance. And why am I talking about it? I'm not really, I picked this article not just because it's just specifically about Maserati, it's just because the fact that it's something really for you to think about, and it's really going to affect the way we all look at cars in the future. Maserati is going to go full electric by 2025, its CEO saying, and by 2030, they're no longer going to offer any internal combustion engine. Now, if you are a younger person or an older person, you might look at this story and just think, okay, nothing new. But think about the underlying situation here. Internal combustion engines are no longer going to be a thing. So if you're right now trying to buy a new car, think about it. Your car is going to be obsolete in about 10 years. 10, 15 years, we're looking at, okay, gasoline combustion will be sufficient to get you along, to 2025, 2030, but really gas prices, everything else going on in the world is going to be going against you if you have an internal combustion engine that's not assisted by maybe an electric. They extend your range for driving. So just think about it. I'm not saying right now just dump your gasoline car, but this is a movement that's happening. And it's very exciting times we're in right now because things are changing. This situation wasn't my parents' generation. I think the oil crisis of the war in the 70s, whatever that was, okay, that what motivated people get smaller engines, right? Whatever, but nothing beside that was really. Everything was kind of the same. Everything kind of the same. Yes, more efficiency, yeah, but now we are at a level where if you don't have some kind of electric assist in your car, you're yesterday's news. And if you're not fully electric, you are gonna be a dying breed. And Maserati recognizes it. And of course, it's not really just Maserati, it's this company. Ta-da! Stellantis, if you don't know, it owns all these brands. So Stellantis is a huge company, and they're the one who are behind making this move. And I'll show this little graph showing you that how Maserati are looking forward to the future. By 2023, the GranTurismo, the Grecale. Sorry if I'm doing an Italian accent. I apologize for everyone Italian out there, but it sounds so good. It sounds so rich. I did this thing, how didn't I? The GranCabrio. Le GranCabrio, then the French kicks in. I just don't know what I'm doing. The MC20, the new Quattroporte, 4 doors, the new Levante, I say it in Italian, Levante. Okay, so there you go. This is the years I want to be fully electric by 2025. So by 2023, a very common car to see on the road is going to be electric. And obviously, when you're looking at this, you're realizing that there's a one car Maserati is missing. The Ghibli. Le Ghibli. The Ghibli. Bye-bye. No more Ghibli. The midsize Ghibli sedan has been refreshed for what appears to be its last generation. With the consumer shift to SUVs from sedans, 60% of Maserati sales are generated by Levante alone. The brand needs a sedan, but not 2 sedans. Grasso is like their spokesman for Maserati. The Quattroporte will be the only electric sedan in the future. Well, I like the Ghibli. The Ghibli has a very nice history. They brought it, but they're going to keep it. Again, because you have to understand that this is a big, huge company, and they're looking at sales and profit and competition. Their own lineup, they don't want it. So, yeah, everything's going to go electric. The Maserati, Quattroporte, the Levante, MC20 go EV in 2025. And what else is coming due to the electrification? The flagship Quattroporte sedan will be reinvented as an electric sedan in 2025. The next generation Levante full-size SUV becomes all electric in 2025 as well. Take heed of this. I'm not telling you again to throw away your electric car. Throw away your gas-powered car. But if this is the trend, it always trickles down. So from high-end cars, it will trickle down to the consumer. And the way the cost of energy is, if you put two and two together, you're definitely gonna understand. Again, a gas price will be $8 a gallon, $10 a gallon, and I say, well, get an electric car. That's way down the line. But it's, if you're in the market of purchasing a new car and you have the capacity to charge it, I would definitely go for electric. If you have the, again, it has to fit your need due to transportation and what you do with your vehicle, whatnot. But if you can, go electric, especially for a car that you might use on the weekend. I'm not saying, you buy a Maserati only use on the weekend, but let's just say you buy a toy car that you enjoy, get an electric, charge it in your garage, and on a Sunday, go for a drive on your favorite road or whatever, what day you prefer. But I think that will be a smart move because the writing is on the wall, people. If you just have just an electric car or just a gasoline car, drive it until start to break down and get rid of it. Because I myself, even my own vehicle, my Honda Accord, I kept it for years and years and I love it. And but things wear out, and then the end of the day, you have a choice whether to invest in that car or just get brand new technology. And I'm always been an advocate, get for new, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna get an electric car and get with the program. So but obviously right now the prices are high, but it is what it is. So I'm not saying do it right now, obviously, until the whole COVID situation ends and everything goes back, production goes back to normal. Considering what's going on in the world, what is normality? I have no idea. Don't ask me what is normal. What I know is, right now is inflation. You wait until inflation drops a little bit, and then I guess you make a move if you can afford to do so. Anyway, regardless, moving on. So yeah, there you go. Maserati, again, that graph I just showed you kind of gives you an idea of what's going on, where they're moving. The loss of the Ghibli, I love the Ghibli, and I also like the little, they had a little symbol next to the Ghibli, that triangle, and inside of it there's that leaf, the, what is it like, I forgot the name of it. Oh my God, I feel horrible. They use it a lot for the, what is it? It's like a clover leaf. Yeah, clover leaf, something like that. Clover? I don't know. English is not my first language. Anyway, so Maserati introducing you. So in conclusion, electric cars are gonna be the norm. Quattroporte and Levante and MC20 and all this stuff are gonna go EV. Maserati is recognizing this, and the thing to see it, not Maserati. Look at this company. This is what I'm trying to get to you. Stellantis is recognizing this. So all these brands in the future are going to be fully electric. And 2030 is interesting because I remember here in California, they did mention that in 2030, they were trying to pass a law like that. I don't know if it went through, but it was somewhat on a ballot, some kind of suggestion of a thing that they don't want to have cars. They don't want you to buy it. I don't say they don't want you to buy, but they want to offer like full lineup of electric cars by 2030. You can correct me on that. I try to Google it, but I don't want to go too political here. But regardless of what party is ruling, etc., they're doomed heavily pushing toward electric. So we're gonna see that in our lifetime. And if you can get electric, get hybrid. Anyways, I think I went too far off on the subject. Let me know what you think. If you are one of those people who said, you know what, I see my gasoline car, I sell it right now. The used car prices are really high. Right now I think it's the time to do it because used car prices are high. You're going to get a lot of money for your used car. I say get rid of it, get new technology. And of course, new technology will always go dated, just like your phone, right? You don't hold on to your phone for 10 years. What's the point? You're missing out on so much capacity, right? So cars are becoming like that. Well, no, not really. Cars are a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. Because your phone, I know a lot. I don't want to say I know a lot about cars, but I think I do know enough. I built a couple of them, working on them a lot. Anyway, a car, it still works, right? Ignition, wheels moving, and gets you somewhere, right? It's just a matter of what energy source is using. Gasoline, hybrid, electric, right? And we have the hydrogen, of course. Now, the argument is in which energy source you're using for your transportation. The argument is it's not double wishbone suspension, front engine wheel drive, 2-door, 4-door, ride height, SUV style, etc. It's just the energy. So when you have an older car, you're what you have in a sense is still functional, no problem. It works. It will get you somewhere. It's just the amount of energy it uses to get you from A to B, and what kind of energy. So you're not like, oh, the time had passed me by. As far as connectivity and whatnot, you have your phone. Put your phone next to your car. All of a sudden, I mean, I have a 1994 Miata. If I want to be up to date, I put my phone next to my car, and all of a sudden, now here you go. I have everything I need on my phone, right? I can talk to my phone, get everything I want. I don't have any issues with that. Now, as far as the car driving itself and parking, I have. Again, if you're a driver and you're into driving, I don't know. I never crash into a tree. I look where I'm going. I pay attention to my blind spot. Safety, that's different. What advance is safety. So you with a new car, you get more safety. My Miata, I get it by big rig. I'm roadkill, right? If you have a modern car, you have some higher chance of survivability, right? And that's so those two things go out of date: safety and connectivity in the car. And but as far as the energy that's used is irrelevant. So you're moving from a gasoline power car to an electric power car. What you're doing is you're just changing the energy sources used for transportation. I don't think in a way that you're getting it's like, oh, my phone, because when you look at your phone is no longer functional. You have an iPhone, I don't know, 1. It doesn't function. No, it doesn't receive what is it right now, 5G, whatever. You can't. You're on edge or whatever, the old tech. Cars don't have to have that problem. They do if they have connectivity. I made a video about that, when your car like using 3G, and no one is supporting 3G anymore. But the car will still work. You can turn the key and you can still drive it. You just have some of the connectivity features that are not working. But the energy source, that's becoming a very hot topic, because it's all about the cost of oil and the crude oil, and it's really affecting the bottom line for your cost of energy when you fill up the car, when you buy oil for the car, when you're just changing oil, getting an oil filter, all these things related to that. An electric car, I'm not saying electric cars don't require any oil for manufacturing production, but it's becoming more and more cheaper. Electricity is not cheap, but it's cheaper. You don't have to get a hassle of repairing things. You don't have a head gasket. You don't have, coolant to worry about. You don't have a lot of things. A gasoline internal combustion engine is very complicated. Crank angle sensor. There's so many things. Throttle body positioning sensor. A lot of things that can go wrong in a gasoline motor. So moving to electric will just cut down on all that maintenance. And trust me, I've been doing it, and it's not fun. You go to your car, you try to start it, doesn't start. There's nothing fun about that. Or alternator, starter, battery. Okay, you do all that, and the car still doesn't start. Now what? So in a electric car, you don't have that problem. So I know it's been a long rant. I talked about a lot of things, but I just want to put a lot of things on the table and let me know what you guys think. If you agree with me, or if we learned something, what I just said, something new, because I really think if you're in the market right now to buy a car, and if you can afford it, go electric, just because everything else is going electric. And that movement, your choice to go to electric, will pay off in the future, because the gasoline car, unless you have a classic, they're going out. They're being pushed out. And I don't know what it is. Government, legislative, I don't know what is the person on the top that's making those choices, but they're coming down, those choices. They're becoming in front of us. Gasoline is expensive, driving becoming more and more expensive, and electric is the choice that been made, and everybody's going through it. Everybody's moving in that direction. So all I can say is get a car at least with a hybrid. I would not buy a car that's only gasoline power. I would not recommend that to anybody right now. I don't care what car it is. I don't care what it is. If it has hybrid connected to it, good. There's so many options with hybrid. For example, if you're buying, a Camry, get it hybrid. If you're buying, Honda hybrid, get the hybrid to connect it. If you just get a gasoline power, that 1.5 liter turbo, no. And if you can get it fully electric, I would go with that. But yeah, so that's what I'm at right now. I'm a true believer in that. So let me know what you think. This has been a very long video, but I'm not saying everything doing gloom. I mean, things are good. I mean, if you have a gasoline power and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I can still afford the gas, put the gas in my car and go around. I need the range. I understand that. I totally understand that. As I said, hybrid. And if your car still works, what's the best way of saving money? Not buying another car, right? So that's also good. I'm just saying, once you get to that point where you think your car is getting really old, you know, I cannot give the advice to somebody to keep putting money in their car. I just can't. I done that with my Miata and my Evo because those are my toy cars, and I'm the original owner, and I know every single bolt on that car. But those cars are simple. They're very simple. Trust me, they're very simple cars. Okay, you can go on my Instagram feed and you can see what I've done to the Miata. I put it back together from scratch. This is like working with Lego. You're not gonna do that with your daily driver. We have a life. Who has time? I mean, I've done it on a weekend. It took me 2 years. Don't believe people building cars in a week. Okay, that doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. You can't build a car in a week. I mean, yeah. Okay, I don't like saying the word you can't. I'm pretty sure someone out there did build a car in a week, but it takes a lot of energy. Usually a lot of things go wrong, test run, and anyway. You're not going to do that with your daily driver. You're not going to do that with a Maserati. You're not going to do that with your nice car, okay? So if you're in the market to buy a car, get electric, assist car, a hybrid version, whatever. Most people provide it. Most manufacturers do provide some kind of hybrid. It's worth it. It's totally worth it. From mile per gallon, it's totally worth it. You're still going to have the same problem with a gasoline engine. You're still going to have a head gasket and all these sensors to run the gasoline engine. It is what it is. You still have a catalytic converter to worry about. People could steal that, whatever. Electric cars, you don't have to worry about any of that. From that perspective, it's so fresh. It's so clean. You don't have to worry about any of that. Hydrogen, too. Hydrogen is wonderful. But anyway, so... Right, this is for the 5th time I'm trying to conclude it, but yeah. Anyway, I just felt like a little bit excited when I read this. It's kind of like the stars are starting to line up. You know, like we're going to electric, whether we like it or not. You're not anymore gas station. Oh, if you're a gas station owner, dude, 2030 is the time to maybe sell that business. I'm that serious. Yeah, we need gasoline for diesel, and yeah, we're still gonna need it for people who need the car running constantly. We still haven't found a solution for that, by the way. You know, from quick charge batteries to quick charge to replacing battery. I had a video about that. You know, China's doing that experiment where like they're trying to swap out batteries. I still think swapping out batteries is gonna be a liability because the fact that people are people and someone might drop that battery on their foot and break their foot into the company. But yeah, but you're gonna see a lot less people who are now going to gas stations and charging in their house, quick charger, or a publicly provided quick charging outlet. And make note of that. Make note of that because that's the future. That is the future, and it's not really 2025. Time goes. What year are we right now? Let me look. 2022. My time goes. Time flies. So this is in a couple of years, people. 2023, 2025, and by 2030 they want it to be completely electric. So, you know, I might be the guy saying the British are coming, but you know, anyways, just let me know what you think. I'm more interested in your comments, honestly, about what you think about this, because I put a lot of things kind of controversial, I guess, or my opinion. Let me know what you think. If you think everything will be fine, or you know, gasoline is gonna drop and everyone's gonna go electric, that means there'll be more fuel, and so fuel price will drop. Great, you know, it might fuel drop from right now. What are we paying? $7 a gallon. It might drop to $3, and people have gasoline cars will be driving, where everyone with electric will be just waiting for charging. Let me know what you think, and if you're in the market to buy a car, are you gonna buy an electric? Are you buying hybrid? Or are you just gonna buy gasoline? And why? Let me know. I'm very interested. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I love you all for like supporting me and subscribing and your comments. I really appreciate it. I feel really humbled, and I'm, you know, I'm very excited to keep making content for everybody. So once again, thank you everybody, and have a great day wherever you are in the world. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.